Welcome back. Welcome to Dibalen Football Channel. We're back again. International break is over. It's domestic football. And Kaizer Chiefs is back, man. That's the most important thing, that Kaizer Chiefs is back after a very long, dramatic international break. Bafana losing to Ghana 1-0 in Accra, and very bad, officiating. Typical of African football, if I may say. Something that I'm not surprised of. The fact that you have poor officiating in international games, especially regarding the World Cup, that is the shocking part of it. But generally, the African, games, whether it's CAF Champions League, whether it's AFCON, it's always, our football is always surrounded by these dramatic incidents, dramatic ways. Games are decided off the pitch by politics, by bad administration, bad officiating, stuff like that. Football does not contribute in getting the results, and that is what is terrible about African football, and that is what will make us not to progress as far as international stages is concerned. Go to the World Cup, go to AFCON, we cannot get any results. Why? Because teams don't qualify based on merit, based on performance in Africa. There's a lot of politics that are involved before you can get to qualify. You can win a game. You see it in CAF. We have a CAF president, Patrice Motsepe, and promises that things are going to be better in African football. But I can tell you, there's nothing that is coming all right in this continent, and it's terrible, man. It's a bad image for African football, bad image. And we have African teams, African players, on international stages in EPL, in Bundesliga, in La Liga, in Serie A, that are very good. In each and every league, you have one of the best defenders in African, best goalkeeper African, one of the best midfielders. You'll find Africans, best forwards right now, Salah, Mane, Victor Osimhen. You'll find it's Africans that are competing. Even in France, it's Africans that are there, that are bossing the game. When it comes to the African nations, we are lagging behind because of these kind of things. It's not supposed to be like that. But we're back again, man. Kaizer Chiefs is back. I'm happy. I would have, preferred a situation where after winning against Orlando Pirates, we can go and play another game and, be able to carry that momentum into the other game. But we still need to carry the momentum. We still need to improve Kaizer Chiefs as a team. We're playing Maritzburg, visiting Maritzburg, a very strong team, very tough opponent for Kaizer Chiefs. Historically, Maritzburg, the past 3-4 seasons, has been a tough opponent for Kaizer Chiefs. If it's not Julius Musiamedi's, Classen is no longer there. But Classen is still there, still decides games whenever we play against Maritzburg. We know past 2-3 seasons, it's been 3-4 games that we've been playing against Maritzburg. Classen has been there determining the results, and they have now improved. They have players like Hlongwane, very important member of the Bafana group. With Hlongwane again, another Hlongwane in Maritzburg that's very good. With Keuti, that is attacking in terms of attack. There is also good experience. And then the back line of Maritzburg screams of experience. You have players like Nazir Ali, players like Ray, players like Ndengana that are very solid at the back. It's going to be difficult for Kaizer Chiefs, especially that Maritzburg plays similar kind of football with Kaizer Chiefs. They like sitting back, catching teams on a counter, catching teams on a transition and a break. They played against Orlando Pirates, drew. They were tough against Orlando Pirates. They are long-suffering, they're very patient, they're not scared of marking and keeping a low block. Against Mamelodi Sundowns, they also played, they lost 1-0. They drew against Chipa, and they won against TS Galaxy. They're position number 11 in the log. But I think there's still a tough opponent for Kaizer Chiefs. We're positioned number 6. We want to catch Mamelodi Sundowns, and this is not a joke, man. We can't have a team that is declared champions, 10 games into the season. That doesn't work like that in PSL. We want to catch Mamelodi Sundowns, and we can catch Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know how will other teams, manage to play against Mamelodi Sundowns, but it will be stupid of everyone to think Sundowns will win all the games and they won't struggle along the season. That doesn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that. Kaizer Chiefs, everyone is back as far as injuries is concerned, except Nukovic. Castro is back, Manyama is back. Very important members of that team. We need a very competent squad, also a competent bench. Ngizan is back. The only player who's been training with the team, but now it looks like he won't be back anytime soon, is Dumisani Zuma. Terrible news to hear that involved in drinking and driving, stuff that shouldn't be happening, especially for him, for his own sake. Kaizer Chiefs has recruited a lot of players this season, a lot of attacking talent, and there is a lot of competition, and we as fans, there were news that Dumisani Zuma might be released, and a lot of fans of Kaizer Chiefs, we complained about that, we were concerned about that. The fact that he was kept into the team, now caught into this kind of scandals, it doesn't help him, doesn't help the team. We would like to see him competing, asserting his presence in that team, and if possible making it into the first team. But yeah, man, it's disappointing to hear that. As far as Kaizer Chiefs is concerned, we need to approach this game differently than we approach many games. We need to attack in this game. We need to be creative in this game, because we're playing against Maritzburg that has proved to be comfortable with sitting at the back, setting up a low block and organized block. Kaizer Chiefs need to be creative. We can't sit back as well. It's going to be a boring game. We need to be creative in the middle of the park. We saw the inclusion of Cole Alexander, playing Cole Alexander and Nang. It doesn't work for Kaizer Chiefs. We need more, in terms of attacking, in terms of creativity. As far as my lineup is concerned, my preferred lineup, Peterson needs to play. Classen and Hlongwane needs to get to play, because they are South African goalkeepers, upcoming goalkeepers. South Africa is struggling with keepers right now. And Akpe is old, Kune is old as well, needs to be there. Kune and Akpe guide these young ones. But these guys needs to get game time. These guys need to get game time for Kaizer Chiefs in terms of long term, and for Bafana. We can't be struggling with keepers like this in Bafana, whereas there are good keepers at Kaizer Chiefs that are sitting on the bench. Peterson, right back Blom, stop nonsense Blom, center backs Dube and Mato. I still prefer Dube and Mato. I know I won't be surprised if Cardoso is playing. On the left, Mabiliso did well against Orlando Pirates. He held his cool. I think he needs to continue. In the middle of the park, Njablo Ngobo, protecting the midfield, still okay, and winning the balls, up high the pitch. It's still important player, a member of that team, and play in that position. And then we play Nange as a number 8, and Classen and Hlongwane as a number 8. In terms of creativity, we can't play both Nange and Cole Alexander. We can't. We need Classen and Hlongwane back into the team. In terms of attack, the front three, Dolly on the right, drifting in, still creative. We saw him against Zimbabwe, created a very good chance and won against Zimbabwe because of his final touch, his creativity. He's becoming a very important member of this team. In fact, he is currently decisive in terms of passing, have improved in terms of Kaizer Chiefs off the field. His marking, his pressing, his positioning whenever we don't have the ball is very impressive. And go with center forward Billiard as usual. He's improved, he's playing well, he's having he's enjoying his game. It's unfortunate that he decided to hang his boots as far as international game is concerned. I watched him when he played against Bafana. He was a senior player in Zimbabwe, and you could see that this guy is playing with confidence. He knows what he's doing. He's leading these guys of Zimbabwe, and he's playing very well. He's enjoying his game as far as domestic football is concerned. So Billiard, but I think I would like to see a change as far as in terms of Parker. I would play Sehota in this game, because we need mobility, we need speed up front, we need creativity up front. I think Parker, as the captain of the team, yes, we need the kind of leadership in him, the kind of the work in him, the work and the shift that he puts in the team. But I think start Schrotter. If you don't start him, I wouldn't be surprised if Parker is playing, but introduce him early in the game. It doesn't help introducing a player when it's like 85th minute of the game, just 10 minutes left, 5 minutes, 4 minutes left. What are you expecting him to do? What are you expecting him to do? Introduce him as early as possible. Players like Kambole, Cole Alexandra, Khatebe, Akumu outside could be of help for Kaizer Chiefs. As far as prediction is concerned, I think Kaizer Chiefs is going to win this one 1-0. I don't think it's going to be a game of many scores. 1-0, going to win this one and come back with 3 points. That will be good for Kaizer Chiefs in terms of chasing Orlando Pirates. Mamelodi Sundowns, in terms of cementing our position in the top 8, but also in terms of confidence. Otherwise, I would like to hear from you. What is your opinion about Dumisani Zuma's incident, Bafana, And what are your predictions as going towards this game against Maritzburg? Is playing on Sunday against Maritzburg. Otherwise, Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from fans' perspective. It is love and it is peace.